If you do, you are about to lose somewhere between £15,000 and £30,000, and the agent your family trusted hasn't even read the new rules. The UK government quietly rewrote the student visa system in April 2026. Half of every UK university is now afraid of being sanctioned by the Home Office. And students from India, Bangladesh, Nepal, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka, your community, are at the center of it. I'm going to walk you through exactly what changed, the 7 mistakes getting applications rejected right now, and the traffic light model that tells you whether your application is safe. Let's get into it. If we haven't met, this channel exists because the international student industry has a dirty secret. Agents earn commission whether you succeed or fail. So the warnings that should reach you never do. That's the gap I fill. No sponsorships. No kickbacks. Just the data and the policy text, read for you so you don't have to. Setup. Why the rules changed. So here's what triggered all of this. A 2025 UK House of Commons briefing revealed that 14,800 asylum claims came from people who originally arrived in Britain on a study visa. 14,800. In a single year. When that number went public, the Home Office did what governments always do. They didn't fix the abuse. They tightened the rules for everyone. And the people who pay for that tightening? Honest students from your country, who now have to prove, to a government office's face, that they are not part of those 14,800. That proof has a name. It's called the Genuine Student Requirement. And starting April 2026, it is no longer a formality. Change number 1. The Genuine Student Credibility Interview. The Genuine Student Credibility Interview. Before April 2026, this interview was a box tick. Maybe 1 in 20 applicants got called. In 2026, the Home Office has explicitly instructed visa offices to use it as the primary filter. Here is exactly what they now test, and you need to write this down. They will ask you, why this specific university? Why this specific course? What did your previous degree score? What is your post-study plan? How will you fund yourself? Who paid for your IELTS? And, this is the new edition, can you explain the syllabus of your chosen course in your own words? If you stutter on that last question, you are flagged. I have seen application files where the student had perfect funds, a perfect CAS letter, and got refused on a single line. The applicant could not articulate the academic content of the chosen program. Translation: your agent wrote your statement of purpose. The visa officer figured it out in 90 seconds. Refused. The fix is brutal but simple. Open your university course page. Read every module title. Memorize 3 modules. Be able to say in plain English why you chose them. That single step alone will save your application. Change number 2. Half of UK universities are under threat. Second change. And this one nobody in your agent's office is telling you. Times Higher Education reported in April 2026 that half of all UK universities expect to face sanctions under the Home Office's new compliance measures. What does that mean for you? The Home Office now tracks every university's visa refusal rate, attendance rate, and course completion rate. If a university crosses any of those red lines, they lose the right to sponsor international students. If your university loses its sponsor license after you arrive, your visa is cancelled. You have 60 days to find another institution or leave the country. So you cannot just chase scholarship money to a low-ranked private university anymore. You have to pick a university the Home Office is not already watching. Quick filter. Save this. Avoid any UK university where 1. more than 30% of students are from a single country. 2. The Complete University Guide ranks them below 100. 3. They have appeared in news coverage of visa fraud or grade inflation in the last 18 months. If you tick any of those 3, you are gambling with your visa. Change number 3. The hybrid degree trap. Third change. The hybrid degree trap. You may have seen this unfold in Germany already. Hundreds of Indian students at the International University of Applied Sciences in Berlin received deportation notices because their hybrid program was reclassified as distance learning. Distance learning does not qualify for a residence permit. The UK Home Office watched that case closely. In 2026, they have replicated the logic. If your UK course is described as blended or hybrid, with more than 25% online delivery, your visa is at risk. Some universities are still actively selling these courses to international students. Some agents are still pushing them because the commission is higher. Before you sign anything, ask the university for the delivery percentage in writing. Get it on official letterhead. If they refuse to provide it, walk away. That refusal alone tells you everything you need to know. The 7 mistakes, quick fire now. The 7 mistakes getting students rejected right now. Quick fire. Keep up. 7. Funds in your bank account for less than 28 consecutive days. The Home Office uses your lowest balance, not your average. One bad day kills the application. 6. An education gap with no explanation letter. A 2-year gap with no documentation now automatically triggers the credibility interview. 5. A sponsor on your bank statement who is not a parent or legal guardian. Uncle, cousin, family friend, refused. Transfer the funds to your direct family at least 3 months before you apply. 4. Wrong tier, i.e. LTS. The UK now accepts only specific SELT-approved test centres for visa purposes. Your agent may book you the cheaper version to save money. That version is not valid for a visa application. 3. A statement of purpose that names the wrong city, wrong campus, or wrong intake. Visa offices run phrases from your SOP through search engines. If it matches another applicant from the same agent, both files are flagged. Instant refusal. 2. Missing the TB test if you are from a listed country. India, Bangladesh, Nepal, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, all listed. No TB certificate, no visa. No exceptions. 1. And this is the most dangerous. Applying through an agent who is simultaneously your education consultant, SOP writer, university selector, and loan arranger. That is the exact profile the Home Office is now actively targeting. One agent's name appearing across multiple application files, the entire batch gets flagged together. The job market reality. Now let me pause. Because so far I've only talked about getting the visa. Getting the visa is actually the easy part. The harder truth is what waits for you after graduation. The graduate visa, the post-study work route, still exists in 2026. But the job market sitting behind it has collapsed. British graduates from elite universities, Russell Group, are unemployed in computer science, IT, and finance. International students are now competing for jobs that don't exist, against local candidates who don't require visa sponsorship, in a market where employers must legally prove they couldn't hire a British worker before they can hire you. A thread on UK Reddit last week summarized it better than I can. The top voted comment read, "CS is no longer lucrative. It's a nearly dead market worldwide." I'm saying this as an IT professional working in the UK. Don't bother. So before you take a 30 lakh loan, answer this question honestly. Do you have a backup plan if you graduate in 2027 with debt and no job offer? If the answer is, I'll figure it out when I get there, you are not ready to apply. The traffic light model tactical part now. Use my traffic light model to assess your own application before you hand any agent a single rupee. Green, safe to apply if your funds have been parked for 28 or more consecutive days, your sponsor is a direct parent, your IELTS was taken at an approved SELT center, your university appears in the Complete University Guide Top 100, your course is 100% classroom-based, you can explain your chosen modules in your own words without a script. Green means apply with confidence. Amber, caution required if you have an unexplained education gap, you are considering a private or low-ranked university, your funds arrived recently, your statement of purpose was drafted by your agent. Amber means fix the file before you submit. Do not let the agent push you to apply this month because of a deadline. Red, stop. Do not apply if your financial sponsor is not direct family, your course has any hybrid or online delivery component, your chosen university has appeared in visa fraud news recently, your agent is telling you to apply before the rules change again. That last line is a sales tactic. The rules already changed. You are already inside the new system. There is no deadline to race against. What to do right now? 5 things to do this week before you speak to any agent again. 1. Pull up your chosen university's course page. Open the module handbook. Read 3 modules out loud until you can explain each one in plain English. That is your credibility interview preparation. It costs nothing and takes 30 minutes. 2. Open your bank statement for the last 90 days. Identify every deposit you cannot immediately explain with paper. Get a signed gift letter for any family transfer, or stop using that account entirely. 3. Search Home Office sponsor license revoked, plus your university's name on Google. If any result appears from the last 18 months, change the university before you apply. 4. Ask your agent, in writing, on WhatsApp where there is a record, whether your course is classroom-based, blended, or distance learning. Save the reply screenshot. If they refuse to confirm it in writing, you have your answer. 5. Book your IELTS at a UKVI approved SELT center. Not the cheaper alternative. The SELT one. Confirm it is on the approved list before you pay. Do those 5 things and your application moves from gambling to engineering. Look, I am not here to tell you not to study in the UK. The UK is still one of the best places in the world to get a world-class degree, if you go in with your eyes open. What I am telling you is this: 2026 is not 2022. The rules changed. The job market changed. The tolerance for weak documentation is gone. Show up prepared, or spend £30,000 learning a lesson you could have learned here for free. If this video saved you from a single mistake, do me one favor. Share it with the person in your group chat who keeps saying, "My agent said it's fine." Their agent is the reason this video exists. Subscribe if you want the truth on Australia, Germany, and Canada next. Those videos are coming. Don't say I didn't warn you.